this video, we'll be covering two scales on the piano, the chromatic scale and the C major scale, both at 80 beats per minute. So here's the metronome I'm using. It's called Metro Timer for the iPad or iPhone. But you can use any metronome that you have or download a different metronome app for free, whether you're using an Apple or Android device. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first scale we're going to go over is the chromatic scale. When we talk about the finger numbers, we're talking thumb is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the pinky. The chromatic scale, we're only using our first, second, and third finger. So this is definitely the easiest one to get started with on the piano. And it goes like this. As you can see, we have black keys in groups of 2 and 3 over and over again. This video isn't going to cover which notes all of these are, but we're just going to cover the pattern mostly. So when we're going in between the white and the black keys, most of the time we're just going 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. So 1 and 3 back and forth. The only time it changes is when you see two white keys right next to each other, like this, in those spots. In those spots, we need to use the second finger to kind of complete it. So it'll go like this: 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Another white key, so that's 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and so on. And then if we're going down, it's the same concept where we have 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and so on. So if I play a little bit with my metronome, it would sound like this, 80 beats per minute. Turn around at any point and do the same thing on the way down. So it's the same finger numbers, left or right-handed. If I switch to left hand, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So both hands, it's the same fingering and same technique. And that's the chromatic scale. On to the C major scale. For this one, if you don't know where C is, the way I explain it is you see where there's groups of two black notes next to each other. Wherever you see two black keys, the first white key right below it is C. So there's a C, 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 and it depends how many C's you have, how big your piano is. So this is the C major scale, meaning we're going to go from C to C. And then we could go just one octave, or we could do 2 octaves, which would be to go to the second C. So that's the complete C major scale. And that's a lot faster than we're going to go in this video. But so now for the pattern, the fingering pattern, it's just 3, 4, 3. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So we start with our thumb, which is our first finger, and we go 1, 2, 3. So the first 3 of the 3, 4, 3 means here's where we switch back to the thumb. 4, switch. 3 and switch, and then we go all the way up to our pinky and then just turn around and walk back down. And then when we run out of fingers, we go 3, 4, 3. So let's try that again. Again, the fingering pattern is 3, 4, 3. 3, switch. 4, switch, 3. That's cross up to the top and then back down. 3, 4, 3. And of course, if you didn't know this already, when we're doing a scale, or this scale, we cross under our fingers on the way up, and on the way down we cross over. Simply because that's the only way to really do it smoothly. So that's it for this video. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the info, and let me know if you have any ideas or requests for another video. Thanks a lot, guys.